What if I told you that Adolf Hitler, the man who came within weeks of conquering Europe, was ultimately defeated not by tanks, not by bombers, and not even by the atomic bomb, but by one ordinary Spaniard who never fired a single shot? A chicken farmer turned hotel cook who fooled the entire Third Reich with nothing but a typewriter, an overactive imagination, and nerves of pure steel. This is the true story of Juan Pujol Garcia, codenamed Garbo, the double agent whose lies were so convincing that Hitler himself kept an entire army waiting for an invasion that never came, while the real one tore his empire apart. Imagine Europe in 1941. France has fallen. London is burning under the Blitz. The swastika flies from Paris to Warsaw. And in neutral Madrid, a 29-year-old nobody walks into the German embassy and offers to spy for the Nazis. He has no training, no contacts, no experience, just a burning hatred of fascism and a gift for storytelling that borders on the pathological. The Abwehr, Germany's military intelligence, is desperate for agents inside Britain. They give him money, a code book, the codename Alaric, and orders to go to London and build a spy network. But Juan Pujol has other plans. Instead of going to England, he moves to Lisbon, buys tourist guidebooks and newsreels about Britain, and starts inventing spies. 27 of them, a Welsh nationalist sailor, a Venezuelan student in Glasgow, a disillusioned British officer in the War Office, a Swiss businessman in Liverpool, even a Gibraltarian waiter with a big mouth. He gives each one a name, a personality, a salary, a girlfriend, a drinking problem. He sends the Germans thousands of fake reports typed on invisible ink, mailed in envelopes with forged British stamps, hidden inside hollowed-out cucumbers. The Nazis are thrilled. They call him their most valuable agent in Britain. They wire him cash. They promote him. They trust him completely. Because Juan Pujol Garcia has never set foot in England. By 1942, the British finally catch on. MI5 brings him to London, puts him under protection, and turns him into the centerpiece of the greatest deception operation in military history, Operation Fortitude, the lie that won D-Day. The plan is simple and insane. Convince Hitler that the Allied invasion will not hit Normandy, but Pas-de-Calais, 150 miles to the northeast, the shortest crossing point from England and the most obvious target. If Hitler believes that, he'll keep his best divisions, the 15th Army, nearly 200,000 men, waiting in the wrong place while the real invasion tears through Normandy. Garbo becomes the conductor of this symphony of lies. His fictional spy network suddenly spots massive troop concentrations in southeast England and Scotland. Inflatable tanks, wooden aircraft, fake radio chatter, dummy landing craft, all of it is confirmed by Garbo's agents. The Germans pay him bonuses for every report. They give him the Iron Cross, one of the highest honors in the Reich, for a spy ring that exists only in his head. Then comes the night of June 5, 1944. The greatest invasion armada ever assembled is already steaming toward Normandy. At the last possible moment, Garbo sends an urgent message to his German handlers in Madrid. Massive attack imminent at Pas-de-Calais. Normandy landings are a diversion. The message is deliberately sent after the German midnight curfew, so it arrives too late to act on, but early enough for Garbo to say, "I warned you." Hitler reads it at his mountain retreat. He believes it. He keeps Panzer Group West, the only mobile reserve that could have crushed the beachheads, chained in place. Field Marshal Rommel is on leave for his wife's birthday. Reinforcements trickle to Normandy far too slowly. By the time the Germans realize they've been tricked, the Allies have a foothold they will never lose. Declassified files later reveal the scale of the deception. Because of Garbo and Fortitude, German strength in Normandy on D-Day was less than half what it could have been. And the craziest part? The Germans never suspected him. Even after the war, when the Allies revealed the full extent of the deception, The Abwehr officers who handled Garbo refused to believe it. "Not our Ehrlich," they said. He was too good. Juan Pujol Garcia received the MBE from King George VI and the Iron Cross from Adolf Hitler, the only man in history to be decorated by both sides. Then he disappeared, faked his own death from malaria in Angola, moved to Venezuela, opened a bookstore, and lived quietly until 1988. For decades, almost no one knew he was still alive. He turned down every interview, every medal ceremony, every attempt to make him famous. When asked why, he simply said, "I didn't do it for glory. I did it because someone had to stop those bastards." Today, when you walk the cliffs of Normandy and see row upon row of white crosses stretching into the distance, remember this. Many of those graves might never have been needed if not for a Spanish chicken farmer who decided the best way to fight evil was to lie to its face until it destroyed itself. In an age of drones, satellites, and cyber war, it is easy to forget that sometimes the most powerful weapon in history is made of steel. Sometimes it's just a story, told by the right person, at the right moment, to exactly the wrong people. And somewhere out there, in the shadows, we'll never see. The next Garbo is probably already writing the next chapter we'll never know about, until history decides it's time to tell us the truth.